I've lived on my family's ranch for nearly 30 years. It's nothing fancy, just 50 acres of rolling pasture, an old red barn, and a big stone house my great-grandparents built when they homesteaded the land. For most of my life, the only neighbors were cows and coyotes. Then about a decade ago, a big developer bought the farmland next door, paved it over, and built one of those luxury gated communities. That's when the HOA came into my life. Uninvited, unwanted, and sure they were the new kings of the prairie. At first, they just sent me letters, complaining my fence was too rustic, my barn was unsightly, and my cows smelled. I ignored them because, well, I don't pay dues to an HOA. My ranch is older than their fancy street lamps. But last year, things got real shady. I got a notice taped to my gate claiming I was in violation of community standards, and that they were terminating my residency effective immediately. Apparently, they thought they could evict me from my own land. When I stopped laughing, I called their president, a smug suit named Derek, and asked what on earth he was smoking. Derek said my ranch lowers property values, and they'd voted to reclaim the land for community use. He actually told me I could either move along peacefully or face legal action. That's when I pulled out my secret ace. You see, when that developer bought the land next door, they needed an easement across the edge of my ranch to build the only road in and out of the gated community. Plus, a quarter of their parking lot sits squarely on my property line under a lease Grandpa signed with the county ages ago. I'd let them keep using it for a token rent, $1 a year, just because I didn't care, until now. So I paid my lawyer a visit. We checked the old lease. Turns out I had every right to renegotiate or revoke it outright. The next day, I delivered a letter to Derek's office. Effective immediately, the lease on my parking lot was up for renewal at 200 times the old rate. If they didn't agree within 30 days, I'd revoke the easement entirely and block off the only road in with a sturdy steel gate and a row of hay bales. Derek blew up my phone, threatening to sue. He called the county. The county backed me. It was private land, always had been. He called the sheriff. The sheriff laughed and told him to stop trespassing on my ranch if he didn't want himself evicted. 30 days passed. No check arrived. So, early one Monday, I rolled my tractor down to the parking lot, parked it sideways across the asphalt, and set up a nice stout fence around my slice of it. Then I welded a steel gate across the easement road. Residents started calling Derek in a panic. They couldn't get to work. Delivery trucks turned around at my new gate. Some folks even tried to bribe me to open up for the day. I politely declined. I'm a man of my word, unlike their HOA. Within 2 days, Derek was at my door with a check in hand. Not only did they cough up the new lease payment, but they also signed a contract agreeing never to interfere with my ranch or my livestock again, or the easement would vanish for good. Nowadays, I drive by their fancy gated entrance and wave at the security guard. And every time I cash that big rent check, I smile thinking about how my cows still lower property values. Some folks learn the easy way. HOAs? They usually learn the hard way.